Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the Dollar Tree cross frame for my project, and these are the supplies I'm using. I'm going to start by adding the pipe cleaners to my cross frame. I'm going to go right down the middle two bars, and I'm also going to go around the outside of the whole cross. I have a friend who broke her leg rather badly, and she is now in the hospital, so I wanted to make something to cheer her up. I do add the pipe cleaners to 2 of the bars because I don't want them to move. So here's my cross frame with all the pipe cleaners attached, and now I'm going to start on my deco mesh. I start with a clean cut and I make a bubble at the bottom, and I'm just going to make bubbles all the way around the outside of the cross. I do not measure my deco mesh, it's very forgiving. Now I'm going to work on the purple and the white deco mesh. I give them both a clean cut and I stack them on top of each other. I am going to be cutting these around 22 inches in length. As you can see here, I use my scissors as a weight to keep it down and then a rotary cutter to cut it off. Now I'm going to work on my ruffles. I'm going to roll them in on each side a few times. I do it like 3 times. I use a clothespin to clip off the other end so I can flip it over and then crinkle it down the middle. I just walk my fingers down the middle. I'm going to add these to the middle part of the cross. Okay, so one more time, I'm rolling it in on the first end, flipping it over, rolling it in again, and I'm just going to use my fingers to walk it down the middle. I do sort of skip over the cross part of the cross because I'm going to add florals there. But as of right now, I'm just going to keep doing this until I make it all the way down the cross and the arms of the cross. Okay, now that I have all the purple and the white deco mesh added, I'm going to work on the floral part. So I have this styrofoam that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, so I want to attach it with pipe cleaners, but I also have these U-shaped floral pins that I'm using to secure it. And I do add hot glue to the back just for extra security, and then I'm going to cover the styrofoam with some burlap. Once I have the burlap exactly the way I want it, I'm going to go back in with those U-shaped pins to secure it. I do this to basically just cover up my mechanics. I don't want the green foam showing through. I do add a little bit of hot glue to the seams of the burlap because I did have to overlap it. I just want it to look a little bit more seamless. Now I'm going to trim off the excess burlap. Now it's time to work on my florals. I start by just cutting everything off. I'm just going to trim up this greenery pick that I have. I did purchase this from Hobby Lobby. I really like working with this. Oh, also, you want to remove any tags? What I have here is a steel pick machine. So I just want to add picks to the ends of my greenery. So I'm going to do that first. I just want to add a steel pick to all of my greenery first. It's just going to make for faster work. Okay, now that I have all of my picks on my greenery and my floral, I'm going to put my finger guards on because we are going to be using some hot glue here. And I want to put some glue on the actual steel pick and just place the greenery into the styrofoam. So now it's all about layering. I'm going to go around the styrofoam and I'm just going to layer my greenery. Now I'm going to work on my roses. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to clip all the roses off of the bush and I'm going to add a steel pick to each one and layer. I'm just going to keep layering. As I'm adding these roses, some of them I'll bend up, but what goes up must come down. So once you go to the top, go to the bottom. Next, I wanted to add these white flowers I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I trimmed them all off and I was trying to get the steel picks on. And before I wanted to add them, I thought maybe I should add the bow first. Okay, folks, now it's time to make that bow. I'm going to start off with this black and white ribbon I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I love this ribbon. I believe it's in the wedding section of Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to start off with 5-inch loops on each side, and I'm going to do a total of 4 loops. When you're adding your ribbon to the Easy Bow Maker, you want to twist it on the way down in between those 2 dowels because you want the pretty side up. Next, I'm going to go in with this beautiful purple ribbon. I did purchase this from the Dollar Tree, I believe last year, and I'm going to do 2 loops of that. I love this ribbon because on the outside where the wire is, it's kind of like an iridescent color. Next, I'm going to go in with my 1.5 black sheer ribbon. I did purchase this from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to do a few loops of that as well. Now I'm going in with a darker purple sheer ribbon, and what I'm doing is I'm staggering the loops down. So as I build the bow up, I am going slightly shorter with the loops. Now I'm going to go in with the lavender sheer ribbon I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to do 2 loops of that one as well. Like I said, I love this black and white ribbon, so I'm actually going to go in and finish the bow off with 2 loops of the black and white ribbon. Okay folks, now I'm going to carefully remove this bow from the Easy Bow Maker. I'm going to put a zip tie in the middle of the bow and crank it off. I'm not going to crank it all the way down. I'm just going to bring the zip tie to the back. I have this green pick that I purchased from Hobby Lobby because I am going to pierce this through styrofoam. So I was trying to figure out a way to add it to the bow. So I put a pipe cleaner in the back, cranked the zip tie all the way down. Now I'm going to trim off my zip tie. I'm going to take this pick, it has a gold wire attached to it, and I'm going to try to wrap that around the middle of the bow. So I wrap the wire around the bow, then I'm going to wrap the wire around the green pick, but I am going to add some glue because I want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I just want this extra secure. Now I'm going to twist off my pipe cleaner and I'm going to add some additional glue. Now that the glue has set up, I'm going to take the pipe cleaners and wrap them around that green pick. Here I'm just twisting off the pipe cleaners, trimming it up, tucking it back down. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to fluff my bow. They also call this breaking the bow. I'm going to fluff this bow, trim up my tails until I'm satisfied. I do like to dovetail the thicker ribbons. The thinner ones I do kind of do at a slant, but the dovetail does give it a very detailed finish. Okay folks, now it's time to add my bow to my florals. I do trim up the green stick, the floral stick. I thought it was too long, But I did want to add some glue to it, so I'm going to put my finger guards back on, add some glue, and see if I can't pierce through the styrofoam. So here I'm adding some glue to the green stick, and now I'm just going to pierce it through the styrofoam. And I want to make sure it's really secure, so I do push it all the way down as far as I can go. Now I'm going to fluff up my bow a little bit more because I cannot leave well enough alone. I did want one of those black and white tails shooting up. I just think it looks beautiful. Now I'm going to put my finger guards back on, and we're going to add those white flowers. So again, it's all about layering. I'm just randomly placing the white flowers where I see fit. If there's holes, I just want this to have dimension. Okay folks, now it's time to add it to my cross. I'm going to use those pipe cleaners. I'm going to feed it down through the middle part of that cross, and I'm going to twist tie it off in the back. I did have to kind of feed the pipe cleaners through the mesh because there's a lot of mesh on this cross. Once I find all the pipe cleaners, I'm just going to twist tie them off. I'm just looking it over, making sure that my bow is exactly the way I want it, getting off any glue strings there are, and I do end up trimming all the pipe cleaners off. Okay folks, this is my completed project. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.